CQ exchange for practice when we started practicing it, and I think we were pretty comfortable with it. It was like took a few reps to get into, just back in the rhythm with it. But overall, I think we felt comfortable with it and it helped us out.
What exactly goes into it? I mean, what are you doing without revealing, certain things? Like, kind of break down what happens.
So the whole point of it is like if it's too loud, stuff like that. It's easier for the O-line to hear me say the cadence and the quarterback being back there. So the quarterback still communicates everything that he would, and then I'll just have the cadence and just say hit. So I just I look at the quarterback and he'll give me a signal. There's a few different signals that he gives, just depending on stuff, and whenever he gives it, that's whenever I come up, and then from there on it's on me to give the cadence and the snap.
Coach Cap said that you're not saying the other stuff that you did before as much, barking some of the other calls.
Right.
That's gone to the two guards and even the tackles now.
Right.
How much less did you call other stuff at the line this week as opposed to other games?
A lot less. I mean, not a whole lot, but there's a few calls like on our indie stuff. I'll have my head in between my legs waiting for the quarterback. And during that, the guards will talk to me instead of vice versa whenever I would talk to the guards or stuff like that. But, I mean, even in games when we run the regular tempos, the guards are still making calls too. Everybody knows the calls, so we all help each other out whenever, different times.
He also alluded to the fact that there were times you were looking more at the quarterback. How does Landon and the other linemen know that that's when that situation is? Or is it depending on certain schemes that you guys are going to run, certain plays you guys are going to run?
You talking about just the cadence in general?
Yeah, the cadence in general. Sometimes he said that you didn't make the calls at the line except the cadence because you were looking back to the quarterback.
Right.
So how do they know when you're doing that?
This is the tempo call. We have different calls for different tempos.
Okay.
And so the different tempos, when we get that, the Indy tempo call, the guards and the tackles know that I'm not going to be, not going to be able to make calls like I would.
How would you evaluate the health of the offensive line right now?
We're pretty good. There's a few bumps and bruises, like any offensive line or any players throughout the season. But I think we're all getting better, and everybody's in rehab. Getting healthy and getting that little stuff taken care of.
Is there